In a world full of noise and crowds, there are still untouched places, breathtakingly beautiful, yet untouched by commercial hands. They are hidden gems nestled within the grandeur of nature. Join me as we begin a journey to uncover the wonders few have ever seen. Our planet, a sphere of vibrant life and geological marvels, holds secrets in its most remote corners. These are not the destinations of guidebooks or the backdrops of popular films. They are the Earth's private sanctuaries, places where the raw, untamed spirit of the natural world continues to thrive, largely unnoticed by the bustling human world. Here, nature orchestrates symphonies of light, water, and life on a scale that really defies imagination, reminding us of the profound beauty that exists beyond our everyday experience. This journey is an invitation to reconnect with the wild heart of our world. We will travel from the frozen depths of the world's oldest lake to the scorching, alien landscapes of a volcanic depression. We will witness the power of a colossal waterfall hidden deep within a rainforest and explore canyons sculpted by millennia of wind and water. Each location tells a unique story, a tale of resilience, of ancient geological forces, and of life's incredible ability to adapt and flourish in the most challenging of conditions. So, prepare to be mesmerized by the artistry of nature, to see our planet in a new light, and to appreciate the fragile, precious wonders that lie hidden, waiting to be discovered. Our first destination takes us to the heart of Siberia, to a place of profound stillness and ancient power. This is Lake Baikal, the oldest and deepest lake on our planet. For nearly 30 million years, this colossal basin has been gathering water, creating a world of its own. It holds 1/5 of the world's unfrozen fresh water, a volume so immense it could hold all of North America's Great Lakes combined. Its depths plunge to over a mile, a dark, cold realm where pressures are immense and sunlight has never reached. It is a world of superlatives, a true giant of the natural world, but it is not just its size that is so astonishing, it is its clarity. In the summer, one can see down over 100 feet into its crystalline waters, a testament to its purity. This clarity is maintained by a tiny crustacean, the Baikal episcura, which filters the water tirelessly. As winter descends, the lake undergoes a breathtaking transformation. The surface freezes into vast sheets of turquoise ice, so transparent it looks like polished glass, revealing the depths below. Cracks, driven by temperature changes, form with a sound like thunder, creating intricate patterns that stretch for miles across the frozen expanse. This isolated freshwater sea is a cradle of evolution. Its long history and isolation have given rise to a remarkable array of life found nowhere else on Earth. Over 80% of the species here are endemic. The most famous resident is the Baikal seal, or Nerpa, the world's only exclusively freshwater seal. How these marine mammals came to be trapped so far from the ocean remains a scientific mystery, a puzzle that adds to the lake's mystique. Below the ice, strange, translucent fish, like the golomyanka, which gives birth to live young, thrive in the crushing pressure of the abyss. Lake Baikal is more than just a body of water. It is a symbol of pristine, resilient nature. It has weathered ice ages and the dramatic shifts of our planet's climate, its ecosystem remaining a sanctuary of unique life. For the local Buryat people, it is a sacred sea, a place of spiritual power and reverence. Its sheer scale and ancient presence command a deep respect, reminding us of the enduring power of the natural world and the importance of preserving these irreplaceable treasures for generations to come. It is a living laboratory and a source of profound wonder. From the frozen expanses of Siberia, our journey now takes us to the warm heart of Africa, to Tanzania. Here lies a geological masterpiece, the Ngorongoro crater. This is not the result of a meteorite impact, but the remains of a colossal volcano that once stood taller than Kilimanjaro. Some 2 to 3 million years ago, it erupted and then collapsed in on itself, forming this magnificent caldera, the largest of its kind in the world. Its floor, stretching 12 miles across, is a self-contained world, a natural amphitheater teeming with life. The crater walls, rising some 2,000 feet, create a natural enclosure. This has fostered an ecosystem of incredible density and diversity. Descending into the crater is like stepping back in time to a prehistoric paradise. The floor is a mosaic of habitats, open grasslands reminiscent of the vast Serengeti plains, acacia woodlands providing shade and shelter, and shimmering soda lakes that attract vast flocks of flamingos, painting the landscape in strokes of vibrant pink. A constant supply of water from springs and rivers ensures that this haven can support its residents year-round. It is this abundance that makes Ngorongoro one of the most remarkable wildlife destinations on Earth. An estimated 25,000 large animals reside within its walls, representing a cross-section of East African fauna. It is one of the few places where one can see the Big Five: lion, leopard, elephant, buffalo, and the critically endangered black rhino in a single day. Large prides of lions patrol the grasslands, while herds of wildebeest, zebra, and gazelles graze peacefully, their numbers a testament to the richness of the land. The crater is a world in perfect, if sometimes brutal, balance. While many animals are permanent residents, the crater also plays a vital role in a much larger story, the Great Migration. It forms a crucial corridor for the millions of wildebeest and zebra that journey across the Serengeti ecosystem in their relentless search for fresh grazing. For a time, the crater's rim and surrounding highlands become part of this epic spectacle of movement and survival. The Ngorongoro crater is more than a stunning landscape. It is a living, breathing sanctuary, a perfect demonstration of how geological forces can create a cradle for life in its most spectacular forms. We now venture to one of the most inhospitable places on the face of the Earth, a landscape so alien it feels like another planet. This is the Danakil Depression in Ethiopia, part of the Great Rift Valley. It is one of the lowest and hottest places in the world, a land forged by tectonic violence. Here, 3 tectonic plates are slowly tearing the continent apart, creating a landscape of active volcanoes, bubbling sulfur springs, and vast, searing salt flats. Temperatures can soar to over 120 degrees Fahrenheit, making it a true test of endurance for any form of life. The landscape is a surreal palette of colors. At Dalol, a volcanic crater, geothermal activity brings minerals to the surface, painting the ground in vibrant shades of yellow, orange, green, and turquoise. Hot, acidic springs bubble and hiss, releasing toxic gases into the air. The ground is a treacherous crust of salt and sulfur, fragile and unstable. It is a vision of a world in the making, a raw display of the powerful geological forces that shape our planet from deep within. This is Earth at its most elemental and volatile. Despite this seemingly hellish environment, life, in its most resilient form, persists. Scientists have discovered extremophiles, microorganisms that thrive in these extreme conditions of heat, acidity, and salinity. These tiny life forms offer clues as to how life might have begun on a young, volatile Earth, and perhaps how it might exist on other planets in our solar system. They are a testament to life's tenacity, its ability to find a foothold in the most unlikely of places, pushing the known boundaries of survival. For centuries, this unforgiving land has also been home to the Afar people. They have adapted to this brutal environment, making a living by mining the vast salt flats. For generations, they have cut blocks of salt from the crust and led camel caravans on arduous journeys to transport it to the highlands. Their survival here is a remarkable story of human endurance and adaptation. The Danakil Depression is a place of profound paradox, ferociously hostile, yet stunningly beautiful, seemingly barren, yet harboring life, a vision of primordial chaos, yet a place of human culture and history. Deep within the verdant, ancient rainforest of Guyana, hidden from the modern world, a river performs a spectacular act of gravitational defiance. This is Kayatur Falls, a wonder of immense power and sublime beauty. It's the world's largest single-drop waterfall by the volume of water flowing over it. The Potaro River, having meandered calmly through the highlands, suddenly plunges 741 feet, 4 times the height of Niagara Falls, in one single, breathtaking leap. It's a place of raw, untamed power. The journey to Kayatur is an adventure in itself. There are no roads leading directly to it. Reaching it requires a flight in a small aircraft over an endless sea of green canopy or a multi-day overland trek through dense, pristine jungle. This seclusion is its guardian. It has protected the falls from commercialization, preserving its mystical and untouched atmosphere. Standing at the lookout, one feels a profound sense of isolation and discovery, as if you are the first person to ever witness this spectacle. The air is thick with mist, and the roar is a physical presence, a constant deep-throated thunder that vibrates through your entire body. The ecosystem surrounding the falls is as remarkable as the cascade itself. The constant spray creates a unique microclimate, nurturing a world of specialized life. Tiny, golden frogs, no bigger than a fingernail, live their entire lives within the water-filled pockets of giant tank bromeliads, plants that thrive in the perpetual moisture. The brilliantly colored Guianan cock of the rock performs its elaborate courtship dances in the nearby forest, its bright plumage a flash of fire against the deep green. The falls are the lifeblood of this unique and fragile world. There is a mystical aura that surrounds Kayatur, woven into the legends of the local Patamona people. Legend speaks of Kaye, a great chief who, to save his people from a rival tribe, paddled his canoe over the falls as a self-sacrifice to the great spirit, Makonaima. The waterfall was named in his honor. It is a place that inspires awe and reverence, a powerful reminder of nature's monumental scale. Kayatur Falls is not just a geological feature, it is a sacred space, a thundering heart in the center of one of the world's last great wildernesses. Our journey now takes us to the desert landscapes of southern Jordan, to a place that seems to belong to another world. This is Wadi Rum, also known as the Valley of the Moon. It's a vast, silent wilderness of dramatic sandstone mountains and towering granite cliffs that rise majestically from the sandy desert floor. For millennia, wind and water have been the sculptors here, carving the rock into fantastical shapes. Arches, bridges, and narrow canyons that create a landscape of breathtaking, otherworldly beauty. The colors of Wadi Rum are in constant flux. At sunrise and sunset, the desert is set ablaze in fiery shades of red, orange, and purple, the long shadows accentuating the dramatic topography. The sand itself shifts from pale pink to deep ochre, depending on the time of day. Under the midday sun, the heat creates a shimmering haze, making the distant mountains appear to float above the desert floor. At night, with no light pollution, the valley transforms into one of the world's most spectacular observatories, the Milky Way, stretching across the sky in a brilliant, star-dusted arc. This is not an empty landscape. It is a place steeped in human history. For thousands of years, nomadic Bedouin tribes have called this valley home, their lives intricately woven into the rhythms of the desert. Ancient petroglyphs and inscriptions, carved into the soft sandstone walls, tell the stories of those who passed through here long ago. They are a library of the desert, depicting animals, human figures, and ancient scripts, a testament to the valley's long history as a crossroads for traders and travelers. It was this timeless landscape that captivated T.E. Lawrence of Arabia, during the Arab Revolt. Wadi Rum's enduring beauty lies in its magnificent sense of space and silence. It is a place that invites introspection, where the sheer scale of the landscape puts our own existence into perspective. Traveling through the valley, whether by camel or jeep, is a humbling experience. The silence is profound, broken only by the whisper of the wind. It is a landscape that feels both ancient and eternal, a monumental piece of natural sculpture that continues to inspire awe and wonder in all who venture into its majestic, sun-drenched corridors. We now travel to the Texas Hill Country in the United States to witness one of nature's most spectacular, yet often overlooked, phenomena. Our destination is Bracken Cave, a place that, by day, seems like a simple, unassuming opening in the earth. But as dusk begins to settle, the cave reveals its secret. It is the summer home to the largest known colony of bats in the world. An estimated 20 million Mexican free-tailed bats emerge from its mouth each evening, a living river flowing into the twilight sky. The emergence is a breathtaking spectacle of coordinated flight. It begins with a trickle, a few scouts venturing out. Then, the trickle becomes a torrent. For up to 3 hours, a swirling vortex of bats spirals out of the cave entrance, a dense dark cloud that can be seen on weather radar. The sound is a chorus of millions of high-pitched chirps and the rustle of countless wings, a living, breathing storm. As they ascend, they form a vast column, stretching for miles as they head out to forage for insects under the cover of darkness. This nightly exodus is not just a spectacle, it is an ecological event of immense importance. These 20 million bats will consume over 200 tons of insects in a single night. They are a natural form of pest control, protecting crops for farmers across the region, a service worth millions of dollars. They play a crucial role in maintaining the health and balance of the local ecosystem. The cave itself, and the guano, bat droppings, that accumulates within it, supports a unique ecosystem of its own, with specialized creatures adapted to this nutrient-rich environment. The story of Bracken Cave is also a story of successful conservation, a harmony between nature and humanity. The land surrounding the cave is protected, ensuring that this vital maternity colony can continue to thrive. It serves as a powerful reminder that even creatures we might misunderstand or fear play an indispensable role in the intricate web of life. Witnessing the emergence is to feel the heartbeat of the night, to see a force of nature so vast and so beautifully organized that it leaves one in a state of profound awe and with a deeper appreciation for the complex connections that sustain our world. Our journey takes us now to the arid heart of Botswana, to one of the largest salt flats in the world. This is the Magadik-Gadipan, a landscape of stark, minimalist beauty. For much of the year, this is a vast, white, and seemingly lifeless expanse of salt-crusted earth, stretching to a horizon that shimmers in the intense heat. It is the remnant of a once massive superlake that covered much of northern Botswana thousands of years ago. Today, its dry, cracked surface creates an atmosphere of profound emptiness and silence. Under the relentless sun, the pan is a place of mirages and optical illusions, where the boundary between land and sky dissolves. The sheer scale is difficult to comprehend. It feels like standing on the surface of the moon. Few things can survive here during the dry season. The silence is absolute, a deep, resonant quiet that is rare in our noisy world. It is a landscape that strips away all but the essentials, a vast canvas of white earth and blue sky that challenges our perceptions of beauty and life. But then, the rains come. And with the water, a miraculous transformation occurs. The barren salt flats are submerged beneath a shallow layer of water, turning the desert into a vast, shimmering lake. This ephemeral oasis triggers an explosion of life. Brine shrimp, whose eggs have lain dormant in the salty crust, suddenly hatch in their billions. Their presence, in turn, attracts one of Africa's most spectacular avian events, the arrival of vast flocks of greater and lesser flamingos who come here to feed and breed. The transformation is not limited to the pans themselves. The surrounding grasslands, revitalized by the rain, burst into life, drawing in one of Africa's last great migrations. Tens of thousands of zebra and wildebeest journey here from the Okavango Delta, following the ancient rhythms of the seasons in search of fresh grazing and water. The Magadik-Gadipan is a place of dramatic duality, a landscape that oscillates between seeming death and vibrant life. It is a powerful illustration of nature's resilience and the profound life-giving power of water. We now travel to the remote wilderness of Patagonia, in Chile, to a place where water and rock have colluded to create a work of art. On the shores of General Carrera Lake, the second largest lake in South America, lies a geological formation of surreal and dreamlike beauty, the Marble Caves. These are not caves in the traditional sense, but a complex system of caverns, tunnels, and pillars sculpted directly from a solid marble peninsula by the relentless action of the lake's glacial waters. For over 6,000 years, the waves have been at work, slowly dissolving and shaping the calcium carbonate of the marble. The result is a labyrinth of impossibly smooth, swirling formations that look as though they were molded by a master sculptor. The boat journey to reach them is part of the magic, crossing the vast, intensely blue waters of the lake, with the snow-capped Andes providing a dramatic backdrop. As you approach the caves, you enter a world that seems entirely otherworldly. The true wonder of the caves is revealed by the interplay of light and water. The turquoise glacial water of the lake reflects the sunlight onto the polished marble walls, creating an ethereal, ever-changing light show. Depending on the time of day and the water level, the colors inside the chambers shift from deep cobalt blue to brilliant aquamarine. The main formations have been given names that reflect their appearance: the chapel and the cathedral. Gliding through these sculpted chambers in a small boat is a hypnotic experience, a serene journey into the heart of a natural masterpiece. The marble caves are a testament to the patient, artistic power of nature. They demonstrate how the simple, persistent action of water over millennia can transform one of the Earth's harder substances into something fluid, delicate, and breathtakingly beautiful. This remote wonder, accessible only by boat, remains a pristine and protected sanctuary. It is a place of quiet contemplation, where the gentle lapping of the water and the mesmerizing dance of light and color create a feeling of profound peace and wonder at the hidden artistry of our planet. Our journey now brings us to the American Southwest, to the Navajo Nation near Page, Arizona. Here, the earth opens up to reveal a subterranean world of astonishing beauty. This is Antelope Canyon, a slot canyon carved not by a mighty river, but by the flash floods that have rushed through this desert landscape for countless eons. From the surface, it is almost invisible, just a narrow crack in the sandstone. But descending into its depths is to enter a cathedral of rock, light, and color. The canyon's defining feature is its flowing, wave-like walls. The rushing water, carrying sand and grit, has acted like liquid sandpaper, sculpting the Navajo sandstone into smooth, sinuous curves. The walls appear fluid, as if the rock has been frozen in motion. Walking through the narrow passageways, you can run your hands along surfaces polished to a silky finish over millennia of erosion. The colors of the rock are a warm palette of reds, oranges, and purples, changing with every turn. It is an intimate and immersive experience, a walk through a piece of natural art. What truly brings Antelope Canyon to life, however, is the light. During certain times of day, particularly in the summer months, the sun aligns perfectly with the narrow openings above, sending brilliant beams of light down into the darkness of the canyon floor. These shafts of light illuminate the dust and sand in the air, creating solid-looking, ethereal columns that slice through the shadows. The light reflects off the canyon walls, causing the rock to glow with an intense, fiery incandescence. It is a magical, fleeting spectacle that transforms the space into something sacred. For the Navajo people, this is a sacred site, a place to be entered with respect and reverence. They call it Se Biganilini, which means the place where water runs through the rocks. It is a symbol of the power and beauty of nature, and a place for spiritual connection. Antelope Canyon is a powerful reminder that some of the world's greatest wonders are not vast and monumental, but small, hidden, and exquisitely detailed. It is a masterpiece of natural artistry, where the simple elements of water, rock, and light combine to create something truly unforgettable. For our final hidden wonder, we return to Tanzania, to a place of stark, dramatic, and paradoxical beauty. This is Lake Natron, a shallow salt lake nestled in the Great Rift Valley near the Kenyan border. It is one of the most serene and yet most caustic bodies of water on the planet. The lake is fed by mineral-rich hot springs and a river, but has no outlet, so water only escapes through evaporation. This process leaves behind high concentrations of natron, a mix of sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate, making the water incredibly alkaline, with a pH similar to that of ammonia. This extreme environment gives the lake its otherworldly appearance. The high alkalinity encourages the growth of salt-loving microorganisms, cyanobacteria, that produce their own food through photosynthesis. These organisms contain red pigments, which, in high concentrations, dye the shallow waters of the lake a startling blood-red color, interspersed with patches of orange and pink. The shoreline is often encrusted with white soda deposits, creating a stark and beautiful contrast. It is a landscape that looks both beautiful and menacing, a lake of fire. The water's caustic nature is lethal to most creatures. Animals that are not adapted to it and happen to die in the lake are often calcified, their bodies preserved in an eerie, statue-like state by the sodium carbonate. It seems like a place where life could not possibly exist. And yet, this hostile environment is the stage for one of nature's great spectacles of survival and creation. It is the single most important breeding ground in the world for the lesser flamingo. These remarkable birds are uniquely adapted to this harsh environment. Their tough skin and specialized salt-filtering glands protect them from the alkaline water. They build mud mound nests on the salt islands that emerge as the water recedes, a location that provides perfect protection from land-based predators. Over 2 million flamingos flock here to breed, creating a sea of vibrant pink against the lake's fiery red. Lake Natron is a place of profound paradox, a deadly environment that is also the cradle of new life. Its dramatic, hostile beauty, a testament to life's incredible power to adapt and thrive in the most extreme corners of our planet. Our journey through Earth's hidden wonders comes to an end, but the echoes of these magnificent places remain. From the frozen soul of Baikal to the fiery heart of Lake Natron, we have witnessed the sheer power and artistry of the natural world. These are not just beautiful locations, they are living testaments to the immense geological forces, the patient passage of time, and the tenacious spirit of life that have shaped our planet. They are reminders that beyond our cities and our screens, a world of profound mystery and breathtaking beauty continues to exist, following its own ancient rhythms and cycles. These hidden gems teach us a valuable lesson about perspective. They show us that true wonder often lies off the beaten path, in places that demand patience, respect, and a willingness to explore. They challenge us to look closer, to appreciate the intricate details in a canyon wall, the resilience of a tiny microbe, or the vital importance of a bat colony. In their seclusion, they have retained a purity and wildness that is increasingly rare in our world. Their preservation is not just about protecting a landscape, it's about safeguarding the very essence of what makes our planet so extraordinary. As we return from this journey, let us carry with us a renewed sense of awe for the planet we call home. Let us be inspired to protect these sanctuaries, both known and unknown, for they are an irreplaceable part of our shared global heritage. The Earth still holds countless secrets, waiting in its quietest corners to be discovered. The spirit of exploration is not just about finding new places, but about seeing the world and our place within it with new eyes. The greatest wonder, perhaps, is knowing that such places still exist,